Welcome to Big Braids and Crypto. I'm your host, Mr. Big Braids, coming to you live from a reservation somewhere. Taking a look at the market tonight. Um, Today was a interesting morning. A lot of the signs were there. We all knew that BTC's got to correct sometime. It's got to get started. This was eventually going to happen. A lot of stuff's going on. Everybody's got a lot of speculation in there about did the Evergrande play a big role in this, but they a lot of people's talking about that. I've seen people saying, "Oh yeah, Evergrande, the default happened and the market's going to crash and all this kinds of stuff." A lot of pain, a lot of panic and stuff. And well, before I get into this, this is not financial advice, and this is just my opinions on the market and such. And you can take it as such. But uh, my read into it, Evergrande really doesn't really pay a big thing into the crypto nation. I mean, they already banned crypto over there as it is, and that didn't affect really much of anything. So, I mean, I can't really go with that. But there's just all that tax stuff that's going on with the new laws that are in place and such that are taxing crypto, and everybody's just kind of wondering what's next. What's next for crypto? And so it basically put a lot of stuff on pause today. Everything was kind of there was a lot of stuff that was starting to move, and just the XLM was it was moving right along, and then BTC decided to take a big old crazy dive, and so of course everything else took a dive with it too. As you can tell, XLM is one of the coins that just basically moves with BTC, and it'll keep up with it just pretty good, from what I've noticed of this coin, just by watching it and watching BTC. You'll find a lot of coins that'll just basically just follow the motion. It's just the way I think about it sometimes. I mean, they're not exactly like especially if something some FU money comes and it'll pump up the ratings of the market cap of the coin you're in question at the time. But I mean, I'd almost be like, can throw some in XLM because it's just going to grow with BTC. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion on it. So it'd be like, just 38 cents for a mini BTC. And, even though I'm just throwing a few bucks, a few $100 or a few $1,000 or, some stacks or whatever, I'm getting it at 38 cents, So, but, that's my own opinion. That's the way I look at it. And, just having when you kind of tend to splash around with different cryptos and such, you'll notice that some coins move with BTC a lot. Because you're paying attention to how much funds you have in your account there, and you can really see what's moving. And that's a good advantage. But that's just my play at it. I kind of lucked out in the beginning, and I've seen a few. I actually just learned some different strategies from watching multiple people, and just learning and reading about it. And it's like it's easier to transfer like smaller amounts around instead of just going. I mean, but this is what I do. Instead of just all in it at one point. I mean, but that works for a lot of people. A lot of people luck out in that, and that's awesome. It happened to be in the beginning, so I can't believe that out. If it works, it works. But at least know where you're going with it. At least where you're going to throw your cash at. I mean, I can't stress that enough. I talk about that in all the videos. It's just sad news for me all the time to hear when people are just bombing money into tops, and then something like this happens. Who are about up here and they're not knowing what just happened, but it just happened. And going into the game this plan, everybody's gotta remember it's gonna be a bumpy ride, and Stuff's gonna get crazy out there. Uh, I've seen people turn in each other in chat groups and stuff. It gets wild, But it's all uh, it's all good community or whatever, and uh, there's people that kind of settle it down or talk everybody good. And, uh, they're fun to be a part of. The crypto world is, and you learn a lot from everybody from multiple places and stuff. So that's why it's good to have multiple channels that look at different coins and have different topics and such, and see what they got going. And this is what I got going on in my you know this community that's just getting started. But everything has a beginning, and uh, everything. Uh, with this market, we got months to go on this, and I'm excited about it. And I'm shopping around, and I'm looking around for a lot of different coins. I want to get some of your coins up here, and we'll talk about them and look deeper into them and see what they're about, and um, you know, just whatever market strategies you guys have. I'd love to hear all that stuff. It'd be awesome to hear from whoever's out there. In this game, you need like as much help as you can. The more help you get, the more community you have, the better off we're gonna be. So let's keep this community growing, and we'll just keep looking at all these multiple coins. I mean, even Mask is having a great week. I mean, look at that. Oh man, I remember. I mean, I posted about this in a previous video. Me, you think Mask, and it's like, that was I wasn't thinking outside the box on that one. So I mean, it was down here at 12. I kept looking at it. I had looked at it, and it was even lower. I believe it was like like I think it was launched in Coinbase. It was like 950. Yeah, it was around here, and this sucker like took off way up there, and it's been and Mask is Mask, and it's having a great run at it again, and that is just awesome for whoever's in that, man. Whoever got in down here and has just been hanging in there, and that was a very long, probably a couple of weeks, especially in crypto, because everybody wants crypto to just blast off like daily. I mean, holy smokes, the moods that you get in different chat groups, it's awesome. It's fun to just sit in there, and every week is something new. There's always some news. This week there was about a lot of wild speculation out there, as well as on my charts. This week for as far as my plans is usually green. So we still get days left in the week. So, but that's just what I've noticed. So, but a good dips. Geez, we were way the hell up there. So of course, you gotta. The BTC is going to get your correction, which is of course it's still chilling at like 64,000. So uh, everybody just, I'm sure a lot of people are just waiting around to see what's going on, and just like anything else, I mean, you look at all these dips that come up here and stuff, and I can almost go remember every single. I mean, there was so much. Like there's a little drop off, and there's news of catastrophe or something, and then all of a sudden everything's great, and then and then the day goes by, then the catastrophe again, and then everything's collapsing, BTC's out of control, and then so crypto will take you on a ride of your life, and if you're not ready for crypto, and but if you are stepping into it, and really learn about everything, uh, you know learn about BTC, learn about ETH, look at the projects that you're getting into. I mean, it's a lot of fun stuff, but highly recommend that, because we see a lot of I see a lot of people just they're jumping into stuff, and they don't even know what they are or what they do, and um, you gotta at least know where your money's going. But that's just my opinion. I learned. Let's see what. I think actually I've always actually investigated every coin that I've actually done, except for that first buy when I first actually signed in, got logged in and got into crypto, and lucked out and uh, what dove into the ICP thing, and you know so that was reckless right there for the first, because but I did do a calculated guess when I did it. I mean, I used some common sense, and I was like, well, this is actually pretty close to the bottom, so probably pretty awesome. And I just not seen it released yesterday, so those quick movements were good for the situation. But um, yeah, but looking into the week, let's take a look at ACM here. I know some people are looking at ASM, and it's still sideways today. A lot of people were surprised that it dipped down here, but I mean, that's what I was looking for. That was one of the targets that I had placed on there. I'd actually still, just by looking at the charts, because see, that wasn't really it really wasn't a very good, the dip that I was thinking it was going to do, because see, this is still sideways right here, and as you can tell, it's basically evened up on from here to here, which is basically a normal correction. The dip has not happened yet, and that's just my look at it. And at this point, see, I was my target was around 12 cents today, and that's with one of these here. And this, I talked about that. I was like, yeah, so we could probably get one of these and then sideways, or one of these and then sideways here. This is what I was expecting with correction, and the news of the Evergrande, and because that was that we when I heard about that months ago. I had been looking into it. I was like, well, they'll probably pay it, $121 million or so, and they had three payments, and just to make, and a lot of companies are in that company. I mean, a lot of people had a lot of money in there, and now it's all default, and it's got to read about it and see what happens, and keep an eye on the news. I'm sure, but we'll just have to see what happens with that. So see that there's a big reason why I was expecting this here, which I don't think has happened yet. I mean, to be honest, I just want to be, I'll tell everybody I'm just going to be totally to the point with my predictions, because I don't, I'm not it, I'm not worried about it myself, because I love sales. I say that all the time. I love sales. If I can get another buy in here, um, that'd be awesome. I mean, but I look for the sales. If even if ship came up and did a freaking giant nosedive and came down here, I would definitely get. I mean, it might be worth it to, but that's just me. Like I said, that's my opinion. Uh, let's see, what's another one? NKN. That sucker's been moving pretty good. Um, and I would love to. If this sucker dipped down for like 40 real quick again, that'd be an awesome sale for me. That'd be like Christmas all over right there. You'd buy in here, and then, because these suckers are moving, and people see something in this company, and that's what they're doing, the project, and people are investing in it. And this chart looks freaking bullish as hell. And I mean, just look at that. I mean, rough guesstimate. I mean, that is like, you know, target on 85. I mean, if that's, the calculations are all good on that one. But I mean, this Enkien's looking pretty awesome. I really liked Enkien. Enkien's pretty awesome. Quant here making some moves here. It's been, just doing this, the little death spiral here, and the little shake them off kind of dance going on there, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, starts getting something. And Quant, something I really like QNT. When it first came out, it sucks that I missed out on the. I'm always upset about that because, QNT, I see that I believe it was at like $9, and I got some, and I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's not time for that one to get ready. And then pretty soon it was at 19, and then I remember I wasn't prepared at that time. I didn't have no buying power, and it was at 90 after that, and I was like, oh, that's just too expensive. And even at that point, it was still cheap, because it still went to, it's at 273 now, and then it just now punched to like 320. So I very upset on that one. That was an awesome one that totally missed out on. Uh, and Link still, trucking along to 34. DNT is, this one's, uh, coming into, this run and stuff. I had taken a look at this, and this sucker gets a lot of little, scam pumps there. The wicks, and uh, I've been keeping my eye on it, but haven't really heard. I look around for it. It's cheap, just like just like ASM. That's this is a cheap coin too. Um, this hero coin, this is what I was looking at too. It's actually, geez, it's gone down. It's actually really on sale, and you know, I'm still hesitant to get it, which is probably for the best because um, by looking at the chart, and I was kind of thinking that there was going to be a little bit of a drop here, and uh, so luckily that kept me out of it. So luckily I was just like, take that as a sign. Can't I'm just not meant to buy this sucker right now. So yeah, I let it go, and which is good because look at it's at 11. I would have been getting in like, geez, what was it like? I was really trying to. I believe it was like right about here, 14, right in here somewhere. This is when I started thinking about it, and then I started seeing what it was doing, and it really did sort of, started. If it would have did something here, I would have really started going for it. But once it got this little wick that came below this one up here, that's when I really started wanting to pay attention to it. And I was like, I don't know if I should get it. It looks like it's, beginning the downtrend. I mean, instead of going up here, and it came lower. So I wanted to wait it out and see what happens, to see if it was, just basically a drop off. And there's a lot of consolidation going on here, and I'm glad I didn't dive in there. 11's looking pretty good, which is it looks like another wick came down. So possibly another one of these down to this next support down here. I don't even want to pull up the fibs on this one because it's just really just waiting to see what happens. And if it gets on one of the platforms that I'm using, then shoot, awesome. But for now, I'm just gonna see what happens with that one. And but yeah, I just wanted to do a quick show for you guys. Get the vibe going. I hope everything's going great for you guys, and I hope everything's working out with the plans that you guys are doing. As far as the ASM, I'm still saying it's probably one of these things, or we can all hope for one of these. I really, I wish it'd be nice to be able to tell everybody that, but it's just got to wait and see. This is crypto. These can happen at any time, and I've missed out on a lot of those, and coming in this year, I was like, I am not going to miss out on anything. So, if something's moving, but I've been getting ready for this for a while now. So, um, and I'm still looking for a ton of sales this next month. Over the next course of till December and into January. I still feel that I still have a lot of buys that I can get and accumulate along the way, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of cool projects that are coming out that are still gonna be popping off the hook and stuff. And it's about finding those and getting the information to each other. Um, so yeah, be sure to like and subscribe and uh, comment whatever kind of video you'd like, and I'll get it posted up. And I'll probably start doing separate coins for like random, more. But just for the start of this, I just been doing the single video, just for loading and unloading purposes, and just time. I do multiple channels, so this is the crypto channel, so I do other support channels as well and such. So, but this one, until we get to about maybe 10 subscribers, and then we'll start doing other type of shows and stuff. But I'll keep posting them every day. Just random checkups on stuff. Get a different vibe going every day, and just wishing everybody the best. The best of luck and everybody. And just always remember, this is my opinions on the market, and you always got to do it best for you. Mr. Big Braids signing out.